what is up, my friends? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. You guys ready to make some money here in the NFL this weekend? I know I am. We got your best bets for the NFL NFC Championship game between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday, January 26, 2025. We got your NFL player props, spreads, predictions, parlays for this game. We're going to have 3 picks all together and a parlay at the end. So, altogether 4 different things we're going to talk about. Should be a fun day here in the NFL. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. You guys absolutely rock. Make sure you guys check out all of our links down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course our Discord page. You'll find the links down below in the pinned comment and also in the description. So be sure to check out all those for updates and also ways to connect with the community. Also be sure for this week, guys, drop your favorite pick down below for today's action or for this week's action down in the comments section. If your pick hits, I'll give it a shout out in the video. Just make sure you put a star and an asterisk next to your pick so I know you want it included in the video. And then one other thing, check out our membership program here at Straight Fire Picks. The cost is just $3.99 per month. We call it a Straight Fire MVP. You'll see that down below in the pinned comment and also in the description. There's also a join button as well. So there's 3 different things you can click on to get there. Like I said, it's less than a Happy Meal. I found out a Happy Meal is $7, by the way. Someone told me that. So $3.99 for the membership for the whole month. You get access to all our picks and our plays early. I post them up early for our MVPs, usually a few hours in advance of the video. You also get a custom roll color in the Discord, shoutouts in the video, custom emojis, stuff like that you guys will get upon becoming a member. So, and also a great way to support your boy here at the channel. It really does go a long way. So, appreciate you guys. Let's do a shout out now to our newest Straight Fire MVPs, Don Pulverizer and Tevin Herndon. Appreciate you guys for signing up. You guys rock. All right, without further ado, now it's time to do a recap from last week. So, we had, for our comic cappers, we had Don Pulverizer calling the Commanders -2.5 spread. That must have been like plus 500 odds or something because just taking them to win was like plus 4 or something. So, great call out there. And then we had Eric Me calling Josh Allen over 8.5 rushing attempts. He cashed that as well. So, great calls from our comic cappers. As far as our stream results, I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to tell you we went 6 and 7, minus 0.16 units. So, we lost a very minuscule amount. It definitely wasn't a terrible weekend. Just wasn't a great weekend. We hit one of our parlays. That's why we didn't lose more money. But it ended up being okay. There were a couple things that were unlucky. Particularly the under in the Rams game. That one really especially hurt. But what can you do? And Derrick Henry over in rushing yards. I think he should have gotten there, but it is what it is. But we're going to get back after it today in the NFL. Let's have a big weekend here in the NFL. We'll have a video also for the AFC Championship as well, so look for that. A few hours after this one, you guys should see that video dropping as well. So let's get after it today, guys. Let's get right into our picks here. And number 1, we're going Austin Eckler over 25.5 receiving yards here for the Washington Commanders. We got -110 odds here on Fanatics. Guys, Eckler on the season, 8 of 14 to this line on the year, 6 of 8 on the road. So he's been especially good on the road, which we're on the road, so we love that. When he went to Philly earlier this season on November 14th, he put up 89 receiving yards. So obviously we love seeing that. I even love it more in the playoffs. Just because you think about the playoffs, 2 different things that you think about. Don't turn the football over. Play good defense, right? Those are 2 keys usually in the playoffs. If you don't want to turn the football over, you check it down to your backs like Austin Eckler. Short passes, definitely the way to go. Obviously, Jane's going to open it up, but you'll definitely see him also lean on Eckler here as well. And it's also a pretty solid matchup as far as for him. Like I said, he's already had 89 yards against them. Technically, the Eagles allow the 7th fewest receiving yards to running backs. Like I said, I just see this more as a game for the running back, in particular in Eckler. I think you're going to have more struggles on the outside with Darius Slay in coverage against like McLaurin against that. I think you're going to want to target Eckler here. I think he's going to have a better chance to get open. This is also a negative game script for the Commanders. So you guys ever see the end of the half where the defense backs off and you're trying to get in the field goal range and for whatever reason the defense pretty much just lets you because they want to give it the big play? Well, those are underneath routes a lot of times, which is where Eckler would be in the 2-minute offense, which you can expect Washington at some point to be in the 2-minute offense in this game. Because like I said, it's a negative game script. Want to avoid the turnovers. Eckler's already cashed in both playoff games so far this season. With logs at 26 and 41 last week versus Detroit. So think once again, I think he's going to have a great shot to go over. So love it there for our number 1 pick. We got Austin Eckler over 25.5 receiving yards here for the Washington Commanders. -110 odds on Fanatics. Kane at number 2, we're going Washington Commanders +6.5 spread here versus the Philadelphia Eagles. -114 odds on Bet Rivers. I like the +6 as well. A lot of the books have this at +6. Take your best line where you can get it. You can get it right now on Rivers for -114. Guys, Jane Daniels is the real deal. I watched him absolutely destroy my Detroit Lions last week. It hurt a lot. Obviously, the Lions were pretty banged up, though, on defense. But when you watched it, some of the throws that Daniels made was just unconscious. And he's doing it consistently. It's not like he's throwing it up and he's just hitting these passes every once in a while. He's hitting crazy passes on the money consistently. It's just what the dude has been doing all season. That's the wild part about it. He's got the highest total QBR so far in the playoffs at 86.8. I'm not saying that, they're going to hang 40 on the Eagles here. I don't think so. But I think this would be a close game. It's the conference championship game. It's a divisional matchup, which makes it even better. I think you're going to see a hard-fought, physical game on both sides. You got Bobby Wagner on the Commanders. He's obviously a physical player. I think they got a couple players that could get physical and hopefully get in and stop that running game a little bit of the Eagles. That's really going to be the thing if Washington kind of limit what Philly's doing on the ground. Because right now, guys, Jalen Hurts banged up and he hasn't looked really that great the last 4 or 5 weeks. He hasn't really looked that good. So I think right now the Eagles are a bit one-dimensional with just the running game and Barkley and Hurts. As far as throwing the ball, I don't trust them to throw the ball right now. Brown has I don't even know where Brown's targets or catches are. They're just not there right now. And obviously that's not good for Philly. Heading into this game, Brown is not fully engaged, I think, right now. You see him rating on the sideline. Not saying it's a bad thing what he's doing, but by the same coin, his focus isn't as much on the football field as it could be. Let's just say that. So I think the game will be close. Washington here playing with house money, guys. They're not expected to be here, and Philly is expected to be here, so the pressure's on Philly. It's not on Washington, which obviously I like it when a team doesn't have that type of pressure on them. So love it there, guys, for number 2 pick. We're going Washington Commanders +6.5 spread here versus the Philadelphia Eagles. -114 odds on Bet Rivers. Okay, at number 3, we got Kenneth Gainwell over 8.5 rushing yards here for the Philadelphia Eagles. -112 odds on DraftKings. I know, I just said one of the keys for us covering the spread, you got to stop the Philly run game. Well, this is an 8.5 rushing yard line. You can get this in 1 carry. And obviously, Gainwell's only going to get a few carries. But I still think, he's going to be able to get... I still think he's going to be able to get 10 yards in this one. I don't see him... I see this as just a little bit too low of a line. Washington isn't ranked well versus the run. So I'm talking about if they could stop the run. Here you got the Commanders allowing the 4th most rushing yards to running backs. So obviously that's not very good. If Gainwell gets a carry on 3rd down, he could easily slip a 9 or 10 yard carry very easily in this. And he'll get a couple. He'll definitely get a few carries. But obviously this is Barkley's game. Barkley's line's at 125.5, which I couldn't touch that, guys. I wanted to take Barkley again, and I ended up taking Gainwell just because the line was so high. I think we have a better shot here to cash on Gainwell early on in the game. So, like I said, he'll need to make the most of those limited carries. When he does get a carry, he's going to need to pick up at least 4 or 5. Because he only might get 2 to 3 carries, so he's definitely got to make the most of it. This is a positive game script for Philadelphia, so running should be in the cards. Like I said, Hurts is limited as far as, he's a bit injured. He hasn't been playing great. They're going to run the ball. I think Gainwell will get his carries as well. You can also consider this a little bit of insurance as well. So, let me paint you a picture. Let's say Philly comes out and surprises me and their offense looks all world. The receivers can't be stopped. The running backs, nothing can be stopped. They hang 35-40 on the Commanders. It's a blowout. Well, Gainwell's more likely to actually get carries in that case. So, you could consider insurance, but I still think he gets there, and I think the Commanders cover. I think they're still going to struggle somewhat to stop the run like they did with Gibbs last week, but that didn't stop them from winning by 14. So I still think, Hurts could even be forced into some turnovers in this spot. Obviously, the Washington defense generated 5 takeaways last week. Maybe they could do a little more of the same versus a banged-up Hurts. So love it there for number 3 pick. We're going Kenneth Gainwell over 8.5 rushing yards here for the Philadelphia Eagles. minus 112 odds on DraftKings. All right, guys, it is now time for us to make way for the same game parlay. This is our final play here. We got Dallas Goedert to score a touchdown here for the Eagles. So what I like about this, to be honest, guys, we talked about Hurts struggling, and I think his struggles are going to be outside the numbers. I think he's still going to be able to throw the ball in the middle short. So I think Goedert gives us our best chance really to get a touchdown here. The odds on Barkley getting a touchdown like minus 260. So obviously the defense is going to be keying in on Barkley a lot, which could open up stuff from like a guy like Goedert in the red zone to get a touchdown. And like I said, I trust Hurts to make the short throws to anybody. But outside the numbers, I think is where he could struggle with that rib injury. So like Goedert to score, we also got Zach Ertz to get a touchdown as well. Zach Ertz, 6 of his last 10 catching a touchdown, so that's obviously very good. He caught one last week. You know, similar concept, great red zone target, big body, which is what he's going to need. You know, touchdowns aren't going to be easy versus this Eagles defense. But I think Zach Ertz could be the guy to find it versus his former team. It's a great storyline there as well. And I think in the red zone, you want to look for a guy like Zach Ertz at this point in the playoffs. He's a guy you could trust, big body. And like I said, of anywhere I'd want to take a touchdown, it would be, you know, the Commanders' tight ends or somewhere in that range. Outside against the receivers, I think it's going to be tough. And then Austin Eckler over 2.5 receptions. I love this as well. This one's juiced at minus 188 for this leg, but this gets this parlay up to plus 2,000. I already like Eckler over in receiving yards. Same type of mindset here with the receptions. I think he's going to be leaned on a decent bit in this game. And obviously, if they throw it to him, he should catch it because it's so short. It should happen. So, love it there. We're only putting a tenth of a unit on it, guys. $10 to win 2,000, or to win 200. Nothing crazy because anytime you take these guys, these are tough to hit. That's why we're only risking a tenth of a unit. We want it to be fun. We don't want to be like hoping we're going to be like paying a rent or something dumb like that with something like that. We just want to have some fun with this and take a decent chance where I think we can get some value. So, love it there for our same game parlay. Those 3 legs plus 2,027 odds. Alright guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Also, consider becoming a channel member here at Straight Fire Picks, becoming a Straight Fire MVP. Like I said, it's just $3.99 a month. Goes a long way in helping us out though. And like I said, you also get all of our plays early. So actually, these plays that you're seeing, these plays were all posted on Friday, January 24th at like 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you've happen to see the lines move, they were posted quite a bit prior to the videos. Just know that. But I appreciate you guys either way. I appreciate all the support. You guys do rock. We've been crazy hot in the NBA over the last week, 22-7 in our last 29 picks at NBA as of Friday night, ahead of the Friday night slate. So I don't know what Friday's results are, so hands up. Careful. But yeah, guys, it's been a great run. I appreciate all of your guys' support. As always, guys, you guys rock. We're doing some new things graphically here at the channel as well. For the NFL, we didn't do it in this video. I transferred everything over in the NBA. I still got to do that for the NFL, but I figure we'll close out the season kind of the way it is. So, that's going to do it for me, though, guys. Drop your favorite pick down below. Outside of that, that's it for this. And make sure you guys check out the AFC Championship video. Other than that, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.